Hi guys, Alan Gildea here from Create Your Abundance. So, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're a dummy. Now, why did we say that? Okay, we've been looking in previous videos about ways in which we can raise the bar, develop ourselves so that we're kind of stepping outside of our comfort zones and moving forward into new areas of strength, well-being, creativity, and so on. Now, that's not going to happen if we stay within our perimeter fencing of what we're comfortable with, where we're secure, and where we know everything, okay? That's a kind of a truism, it's self-evident. So, if we want to better ourselves, say I wanted to become a golfer. I couldn't even say a better golfer because I don't even golf at all. I have no interest in golfing. But let's say, for the sake of example, I wanted to become a really good golfer. And I'm okay. So, is it going to do me any good to go out and play with my 7-year-old nephew on the golf course? Of course not, because I'm not going to have to push myself outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to whop him anytime, no bother. So there's not going to be any issues there. If I want to get better, I need to surround myself with golfers who are streets ahead of me, so that if I have any hope of competing at their level, I've got to raise my game, I've got to practice, I've got to study, I've got to see what's working for them. In the Tony Robbins terminology, I've got to model them. And I can't do that if I'm not in their company. So let's go back to where we started. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're a dummy. That's because if you're the smartest person in the room, you're not going to grow. So if you want to grow financially, if you want to improve your health, if you want to improve your wealth, if you want to improve your relationships, you need to be around people that are doing so much better than I am or than you are in those particular areas, because it will force us to raise our bar. And also there's that osmosis that takes place, that when you're around people, you know, that rubs off, and your attitudes, their language, their body language, their assumptions, all the little things that they take for granted sometimes kind of click in, and you go, you know what? I'd never thought like that. And you start to see the perimeter fencing of your little mindset, okay? Now, the mindset is a really interesting term, because we don't want our minds to be set like concrete. Sure we don't? We want them to be open, flexible, active, intelligent, discriminating, but you know, open, but not so open that your brain rolls out, okay? So that's the thing. Get out of the comfort zone, get to a place where you're the newbie, where you're having to study, where you're having to hustle, where you're just thinking, boy, I've got to G up here and raise my game in order to keep, you know, within this peer group that I've now set for myself, okay? And then, you know, when you're the dumbest person in the room, the other side of that is that you're doing it right and you're smart, okay? So listen guys, thanks for your interest, thanks for listening. If you're, you know, interested in sharing your passion and your wisdom, your humor, your skill set with the world and doing it through blogging, then drop us a line, check us out at createyourabundance.org. You can follow the links through to see how you can do that. You'll have fun, there's infrastructure there, and you can create an income for yourself as well. In the meantime, have fun, be creative, and keep raising the game.